So today I'm going to be talking about line work. We're going to go over the importance of line work, what it can mean for you as an artist, and how you can improve your line work. Alright, so let's bust out the old sketchbook. Let's start with some exercises. Just start going like this. And don't move your wrists. None of it has to do with the wrist. Because if you do with the wrist, then you give that curved shape. You want to just move the entire arm. All of it involves the arm, not the wrist. So keep your wrist straight. Put enough pressure that you're getting the marks on the paper, but you're not pressing. Oh shit! See, I just broke my pens. So, and don't be afraid to move the paper around, so straight. I can't really do lines going up. Yeah, I can't do lines going up that well. So what I can do any other direction. So, yeah. Wrist straight, only move the arm. So, cross, across, across, cross. You can do some hatching, cross hatching. Oh shit, that was bad. See, it's hard for me to do lines that way. So I need to practice that. But also, what I can do to make up for that mistake, just turn the paper. Go in the opposite direction. So let's go to more organic shapes. Say if I want to make a curved line. Again, same principle, keep your wrist straight. I sometimes tend to move my hand a little farther up the pencil so I have more control over the entire thing rather than just the point. Because that's very important for if I'm doing straight lines. See, if I can't, oh shit, I can. So generally what I would say is you want to hold the pencil always in the middle. So yeah, you don't really have to hold the pencil up here. You only have to do that if you're doing like drawing something precise. Like, I don't know, if I wanted to draw an eye or something, then I'd be very precise about my movements and, you know, get all the shapes in. But notice I'm holding it very close to the point because I need that precision. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. I can't really do it that well if I draw. It's a lot looser and doesn't have the same, oh god. It doesn't have the same look to it. It actually looks more chicken scratchy. This takes practice, but it's not very difficult to learn. But yeah, so to avoid chicken scratch, I would definitely say holding it farther up is one of the best ways. So yeah, let's move on to inorganic shapes. Okay. Or ovals, ellipses. Things like that. So normally what I do for these, same principle actually. I definitely don't move my wrist that much. It depends on the angle. Like for that last one, I definitely had to do that because it was at an awkward position, but don't move your wrist at all. Do not move your wrist. This will help so much. Circle. I would just keep doing this to make circles. Just practice, and the smaller you get with the circles, the more you're gonna have to use your wrist. See? I'm using my wrist less and less as I get bigger and bigger. Oh, that one's kind of sucked, but let's try this angle. And don't put too much pressure. Like, you don't really need to press hard into the paper. And these are good exercises to do, like, I don't know, you're bored at work, you don't like your job, you could just, no, I'm just kidding, don't do that. they get fired. You could do curved lines. What I like to do with curved lines, I like to stay within the shape. I'll do one curved line. Remember, not moving my wrist at all. And then I'll follow that same shape right next to it. So this, I'm practicing getting that same shape, also having a structure to it. So yeah, just keep doing this. And these are all very good to practice. And over time, you'll definitely get used to it. And your hand will adjust. Like, you'll just know when to use your wrist. You'll know when to use your wrist, or when not to use your wrist. And even some of my lines are sloppy because I don't even do this that often. I need to practice this more often, but yeah. All right, so now let's do a demo. I normally see a difference in line work when I do observational drawing. Like, you know, if I'm not sure about the object, I'll do that chicken scratch thing, and it comes out all feathery looking. It looks kind of scared. No, this is a no-no. I'm gonna be drawing my lamp, right? The lamp shade. I'm gonna do a video on shape too, and sketching how that can help. So I'm not moving my wrist. I'm just getting the general shape of my lamp first. Oh shit. Not moving my wrist. Keeping that form. It's all about form. Form in the sense of your form, like of your hand. Right. And even then, it's like it looks like chicken scratch down here because at the bottom I have this weird angle, and half my hand is like, I don't know if you can see it, but my wrist is like dropping off the table. But yeah, I don't have that much space here. That's kind of better if I move it up. Okay. So yeah, let's erase that chicken scratch look. This is what you want to avoid. So the rest of this looks okay. These are clean lines. But this bottom shape definitely could use. Yep, that's way better. And when you're doing these, you want to practice making one continuous line. Don't try not to go over the same line. And it's a bad habit. Even I do it. I just did it because, you know, I was uncomfortable. And what I could have done, I could have just moved it and, you know, made the shape that I wanted. Whatever is the most comfortable for you, do it. It'll show in your work if, you know, you weren't comfortable. It'll definitely show in your work, and it shows in my work all the time. I'm still learning, but this is definitely something that I think I can help people learn. So I'm drawing my light bulb. This is an organic shape. See? All I'm doing, I'm just moving around, moving my wrist ever so slightly because I know, you know, it's a smaller shape, but I'm still trying to create those clean lines, so I'm still keeping my wrist, you know, in that. I'm basically doing that. I'm moving my wrist ever so slightly. My hands, my fingers, like that. See? And now we have a clean lampshade. And then my lamp kind of curves down like that. Another organic shape. Now, it curves down into an inorganic shape. Oh, should probably erase that. So it curves down. This is like the stick part, I don't know, the stand. And yeah, I'm just being very loose about it. Barely moving my wrist if I do. Right now I'm getting into those like very small shapes. So it's one line, another line, and then they meet like that. This is a curve, using my wrist ever so slightly. And this also helps with erasing. You don't have to erase as much if you have clean line work right off the bat. Which is not to say you can't have like messy sketch lines. So the shape of my stand comes around like that. Yeah. And then a little bit more. Just kind of a bevel on it. And then the outside comes down like that. Straight wrist, straight wrist, straight wrist. Okay. Now if I were to do this, I don't know, the other way, you know, I do, well, it's kind of hard now that I know how to do it properly. It's kind of hard to like fake it, but this is how I used to draw. I used to, you know, have that feathered shape to it. And this isn't even bad. Like this doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad drawing. It's just the line work could need improvement. Having clean lines versus having unclean lines definitely shows in your work. And then, or I could, normally what I used to do is I would just, you know, have my lines looking sloppy, and then I'd go back and then I'd erase everything and try to make it look better. And then it would transition into this. Whereas now I can just do this right off the bat and it saves a lot of time. And I'd be like, ah, this is just the sketch, that's why it looks like that. But really my lines were just not good. But yeah. Yeah, it looks a lot better this way. It looks cleaner, more, you know, just better. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe to let me know if this video helped you, and if you want me to cover things like this in the future, or if you want more speed drawings, if you want me to do a digital version of this, because I think digital painting is actually a lot more difficult when it comes to line work than you know, regular drawing, painting, sketching, things like that. So yeah, thanks, and I'll see you next time. Oh wait, I already hit the record button. Okay.